So Meritus picked Scipio Cav and triple spears on Miltiades for jump results, so no changes there. Art of War Mino have picked triple Alexander Cav, we have been discussing heavily. On poles, Divine Rapier again with arches, Kaz again on triple Germanic swords, and Carbidis again triple Javelin. We'll see if we'll see any variation. I mean, if Art of War team changes their tactics now or strategy and well doesn't go for a base cap like this when the enemy has light artillery and Sting is set up perfectly to decap, that will be a different battle even if they both pick exactly the same units. So Prime Malice locking in triple javelins and Magic Pants Hero triple spears of Miltiades. I think nothing changed so far on their team. And Art of War hasn't picked Miltiades spears at all, I think. Skilla going for javelins, this time Caesar, maybe, it hasn't been locked in yet.
Yeah.
I mean, the first reaction when I saw Javelin and Weekend and then Sulla discount instead of Caesar discount was like, hello? Caesar?
Yep.
Is the Javelin commander? Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're probably saving Caesar for Altiro Weekend. Oh, that is not going to be fun. Please don't do Altiro Weekend. I'll just avoid the game, even if I have the entire weekend to play. I'll just find something else to do. I'll play episode Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. That's a good game.
Yes. In fact, I recently played this game Frostpunk. It's a really good game. Fairly short too. It took me just a few days to beat it.
Okay, so now 2 picks to be made on the side of Meritus and Boaram going with Light Artillery again, and Mongoose going with Stingers again. That's a very open map, so those long range units are very, very valid too. And Boaram maybe switching to Javelin. There will be double Javelin as well on both sides, unless there's some mixture between Light Arty and Javelin.
Huh. Well,
okay.
That makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense, but it's very, very hard to control because you have 2 very, very long range units and 1 very short range unit. But if you can pull it off, it works. It's just hard to make it work because it requires a lot of micro. So then again, you just set up your light artillery, set up auto fire, and then you can just go play your javelin, I guess. There we go, teams are loading in for a second battle on Passage of Augustus. It's currently 1-0 for Meritus, who are now on the blue side. After this battle, even if Meritus win, it's best of 5, so we are going to Georgovia.
Yes, indeed.
But for that to happen, first this battle has to end. Meritus again, setting up very quickly, 15 seconds in, and looks like they're locked in on their deployment positions.
Same thing here. On the Art of War side.
Capture the enemy
base.
Let's
observe.
Yeah, which means they this time come up with a more solid plan, because in previous battles they were just all over the place during the deployment. So that's good. That's progress, and we can see that they're actually learning from their own mistakes.
Quite so. That's partially what I like about a best of 5s. Sure, it's gonna be a lot more tiring for the players, but it gives you an opportunity to adjust and readjust your tactics. Looks like the Skilla, their javelins, have already dropped their caltrops. Looks like they're gonna be forming a defensive right behind the tower.
And again, face-off on Watchtower is being set up. Prime Malice managed to get a volley into Mecha Testudo, which faced the wrong way. Now Skilla answers back with his javelin. Ooh, that's a very good damage as well.
Bastard, you poor bastard.
Yep, now he's engaged, so Javelin can shoot in, and a very, very good barrage straight into Javelin.
Yes, indeed.
Which are protected by... well, they're not protected, so they get wrecked. There's the Enboaram Javelin. And see, that's hard. He needs to maybe micro his light artillery and another unit over here. And that unit is already gone. Paul's coming in for a charge. He's not turning left, he's not turning left, but he can't find the charge. And he will get surprised by Jean Parisot, Phalanx, and that's a cavalry unit gone. Surprised.
Yep, looks like Mungus's javelins are also shooting at these archers and doing quite a bit of damage. And we have a charge by Dark Abyss into the Paul's cavalry.
Yeah, they're being protected by the studio, but that doesn't help much. But then again, we have Mastaful charging in with his elephant, disrupting those slingers, meaning that they can no longer shoot. They need to run away now, which gives some room to maneuver for Divine Rapier archers, and they can answer back because they have vision over that.
Miltiades is flanking their position, however. Looks like they are going to go for those javelins and archers. Those 6 javelins are about to have their day ruined.
Oh, maybe, but they are protected. If Kaz managed to stop that unit, those javs can just delete those units in mere seconds, as we have seen happening before. It was like 6 javelin unit in one place. Just look at that HP melting. As long as they spot them, and now they're walking over caltrops, giving Mecha a perfect opportunity to charge. And the archer charges will direct Jean Parisot because he's break ranks, which decreases charge deflect. Magic Pants is approaching with more of Miltiades spears. Another 3 units of Miltiades spears approaching. Slinger still not firing, but 2 units have managed to run away from an elephant, and 1 elephant is just chasing 1 Slinger unit. Not very effective. But still, that battle around Watchtower is very, very close. If we see at health bars, they're pretty much equal.
Yeah, I will have to give that one to the to the Art of War team initially, but later on those slingers are equalizing things, and it looks like Art of War is winning that battle in the tower.
Dark Abyss is approaching from behind. I think he can be seen. Now they have Watchtower, so they see him. So no surprise attack from cavalry, and I have CPU lag again. Optimization buffs. Oh, same. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe some server lags. Anyway, Dark Abyss will find a very good charge.
Coming to charge, and it's a hit.
But they got partially stopped, and 3 units dodged. Now Mecha comes in with his charge, and those Equidays are getting cut down now. Yes, Slinger still managing to find very good damage. And that cannot be answered because they don't have vision. They need to secure it now. There we go. Now they see the javelins. Their archers need to get closer and start shooting, which is what's happening.
Yes, indeed.
There we go. That's barrage incoming. Longus is to dodge. No problems with that.
Successfully dodged.
And elephants managed to find light artillery position, disrupting them from shooting. Now they need to capitalize on those. On that disruption that those elephants are causing.
Yes, indeed.
But that's last elephant they have. 2 others are dead.
Yep. That is true. And they are being kited. That elephant is as good as dead, to be honest.
Well, it still has full HP, so it will take a while before he's dead. And Art of War needs to capitalize on what that elephant is providing, as long as he's alive. So they need to be quick about this.
Yeah, I feel like there was a distinct lack of organization here. Oh, Masterful, you made a big mistake there. See what he did? He went after this full health light artillery, while this other light artillery can shoot him in the back, forcing him to run a lot longer. And the Art of War has won that battle at the tower, but could not capitalize on that disruption that the elephant has created. Only now are they arriving there.
It was too far away. Too spread out with that elephant. That elephant needs to cause disruption around their team, not like on the other side of the map, because otherwise he's just going to be dealt with, as he's doing right now.
And they're being kited. As long as those slingers are alive, I will have to give the advantage to the what's his name, Meritus team.
Yeah, looking at health bars, they're very, very equal right now. Pretty much no difference. Just slight advantage to Meritus. And as they're approaching, they still have those Germanicus. Maybe it was enough time for their vengeance to be almost back up. Let's see their
Could
vengeance.
be, could be. I can't see it.
Yep, that's a tier 10 vengeance, 260 seconds of cooldown, so it is possible that this vengeance will be off cooldown very soon, depends on when they
It
use
even
it.
has a missile block chance.
Yep, too soon. Witcher legionaries.
I know, right? Like, what the hell? Why?
Yeah, Mongoose is finding some good damage on those Javelin that are soon to be dead, and they're out in the open, not protected at all from charges from magic pants. I think they have walked over Caltrops, though I don't see them.
Okay.
It looked like it though. Or they just decided like, slingers can do that.
Uh-oh. Elephant is dead. And
Yep.
now the slingers are attacking the archers because the
Yeah,
javelins
but those
are
archers can
almost
answer back, and they are fighting the damage, they are not dodging.
Yeah, they failed to dodge over there.
Yeah, but that's not enough. Now Barrage comes in, finds some damage, so that's a good trade for Art of War, but the archers don't have enough firepower anymore.
Yeah. They
Those
took way
slingers-
too much damage. The
Yeah,
slingers,
slingers
are
are
too
just-
strong.
Yeah, too good over countered against archers, and they're as well supported by light arty. So Death Team like abandon protecting those archers. They're worthless anyway. That infantry needs to be in the front line doing something.
Yep, that light combined with the light artillery, there's just nothing they can do.
And Kiz went to cap, trying to cap the base with a single unit. That doesn't work. Maybe chasing magic pants, but you cannot chase Miltiades with a heavy infantry on Germanicus.
Uh-oh. And those archers are goners. Looks like the Art of War team has lost all of their skirmishers. Yep, they only have the...
Magic pants doing
Still
beautifully in phalanx formation, not allowing those swords to wreck in. Oh, they are in vengeance. And now they have stopped. Looks like the attack order was dropped, so the vengeance is about to run out. There you go.
Yep.
Vengeance is gone. Mega flanking in though, so if they can find this charge. Charging at the 2 though. Yeah, they have stopped that unit. It is possible that this unit will be cut down or just heavily damaged. So it may turn back this battle again in Art of War favor. But there's still 6 minutes left. There's 6 minutes left, and they can be just kited to eternity right now.
Yeah, I don't see it, man. I just don't see it turning for the Art of War.
Yeah,
Emeritus
the only thing
just
they have
has
left
too
is
much range.
Germanicus Sword. Yeah, Germanicus Swords can be kited indefinitely. They need cavalry support, they need range support, but those are dead.
Yep, exactly.
Germanicus Swords are the only thing they have left.
And they've got light artillery, they've got slingers. This is just not looking good.
Yeah. Another
They
unit
had-
got routed, there's nothing they can do.
Yep. I'll have to call this a GG.
Yep, they don't even have a health advantage at this moment, they're already at a disadvantage. And they're too slow to pin down those units. Even if they cut them out without protection, they're just too slow.
Yep.
Oh, they have Pila, so probably they have already used it. But if
There
they
you
have
go.
Pila, they could slow it down for a moment and maybe catch them with a charge, but not happening.
Nah.
This is simply not happening. Dark Abyss finding a good charge, routing that unit most likely. There he comes.
And Meritus gains even more advantage. They've got way too much advantage. They've got even melee, they've got cavalry, so they will be able to rout them one by one. Right now, the Kaz's units are isolated, so what's going to happen is they're going to get engaged, they're going to get skirmished, and then they're going to fall off one by one.
Yeah, there's only 2 units left,
GG's.
one already on very, very low health.
That's a 2-0.
No, now we are changing the landscape entirely. We are going from Passage of Augustus into Gergovia, though both maps encourage pushing, so that's definitely good, to be a good show.
It certainly will be.
And they're also very, very different, so maybe Art of War, maybe that map will be suited much better to Art of War playstyle. Yeah, he's just given up, waiting for Meritus to finish him. Let's look at the scoreboard before we finish the battle. There's also a bug that causes like flickering effect on that. I don't know. Maybe that's my keyboard, but I doubt it. Yeah, that's some UI bug, apparently. That? I don't know. Please fix.
Alright.
Mobility OP. Well, yeah. They didn't... Well, they had mobility, they just lost all mobile units and were left with non-mobile units.
Divide and conquer, that's exactly what happened.
They're going to cap the BM cap after the enemy team is already dead. Exciting Javelin gameplay? Oh, definitely. I mean, 10 minutes ago. Obviously not now. When it applies to stream, kind of. The Wargaming is not going to like it, but I don't like what Wargaming and CA does either, so haha. It's a love-hate relationship.
Yep.
I mean, gotta love them for the game, gotta hate them for what they're doing. Well, gotta love them for some things they're doing as well. Let's give them that. And yeah, definitely this tournament has proven that even despite all the feedback that we've been providing on how to improve the game is still very, very enjoyable despite it.
Yep. As
So,
I said, the
very
design
exciting
is
matches.
really good. The design is really good, that's why. The overall design is just so solid that it all rational. It all makes sense. Like in a lot of the games you see, why would you do that? There are a few things like that, such as
yeah, and the core concept is just flawless.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, not flawless, but very, very good.
Yeah, exactly. The core concept is very good. It bases itself on history, so it kinda you can relate to that in that way. And the fact that the gameplay itself is just so balanced, like you know you have lost because, well, you lost your mobility advantage. If you can't catch them, of course you can't kill them. So that makes perfect sense. You don't lose because those cheap tricks. Yeah, I feel like that's that. It doesn't rely on those one-trick pony. In fact, the only trick that I've seen is the biting turtle, which did not really secure them victory. Even without it, all the teams would have been able to secure victory. So it's just really good. The fact that we are seeing these very fun battles consistently shows the esports potential of this game.
Yeah, and this game just shines when there are two coordinated teams fighting against each other, not just random battles.
Exactly. This is